This is the story that a lot of you guys have been waiting for. This is a story about Jouet, about Penny, and about Ridley. Now, Jouet first came to us 10 years ago. She actually escaped from a puppy mill. When we first got her, she was completely matted. And you see how wiry her hair is, right? Yes, it's a Jouet. She's a border terrier. She's 10 years old now, but she was completely matted. And I mean matted so bad that she had to be shaved completely bald, okay? She was infested really bad with fleas, ticks, the whole 9 yards, okay? She has been nothing but an amazing dog. We actually call her our circus dog because she gets up on her hind legs and she hops up and down in circles. It's the cutest thing. And she's very happy all the time. Penelope, little Miss Penny girl, yes, who loves to be on camera. She's a diva. Yes, little Miss Penelope. She was actually found, her and her entire litter, her brothers and sisters, they were abandoned on a golf course. There was a big box. One of my son's friends was walking his dog one night, and he heard a bunch of yipping. You know how puppies yip and barking, okay? And he went looking for this sound. And what he found was a humongous cardboard box with a bunch of claw marks all over the place, okay? And potty. And he said that you could tell that there had to have been about 8 to 10 puppies because that's how much potty there was and how much claw marks there were. Hang on. Okay, sorry, phone call. So anyway, so Andrew's friend Dom called me and said, "Hey Ma, situation." I said, "What's going on, Dom?" And he said, "Ma, there's a litter of puppies." He said, "But I could only catch one." I said, "What do you mean you could only catch one?" He goes, "Ma," he said, there was a litter of puppies that were abandoned at the golf course. Now, him and his mom and dad and sisters and brothers, they lived, this was 2 years ago. He's moved out now. He married, he's got a kid now and all, but they lived in a home development that had a golf course. So someone had literally dropped off an entire litter of puppies in a cardboard box on the golf course. Now, I'm guessing he put it there because it's a well-known golf course here in the Tampa Bay area. And I guess this person knew that the puppies would be found. And because it's a ritzy area, that they would be taken care of. Okay, well, so Dom could catch one, and he caught Little Miss. So we've had her, she was maybe 4 weeks old. Maybe. Hang on. Moron going by thinking that he's cool and trying to overcompensate. So anyway, so yeah, she was maybe 4 weeks old when we got her, and my sister Janine named her Lucky Penny. So that's how she got her name, was Little Lucky Penny. And if you're wondering about how Miss Jouet got her name, Jouet is actually the French word for fluffy. Little Miss Fluffanuffagus. Yes. Or she goes by Little Miss, whichever you prefer. Little Miss or Jouet. Now, on to Ridley Roo. Ridley was found. I used to own my own business. And I was set up one night at a car show. And it was at, fast food place. It's called Hardee's. And Hardee's was having a car show, and I had a tent set up with all my merchandise and stuff like that. And so this PT Cruiser, this old beat up PT Cruiser pulls in, okay? And what the hell is a PT Cruiser going to pull into a classic car show for, right? Now, someone that I used to be friends with was with me, and she was walking around, and she came upon this PT Cruiser, and they popped the hatch, and they had this humongous kennel, wire kennel in the back of their PT Cruiser with about 6 puppies. And she comes running up to me, and I had my son, I had Andrew with me, okay? Now this is almost 7 years ago, because Ridley will be 7 November 28th. And she comes running up to me, and she's like, Jips, she's like, come here, you guys see this? And I said, see what? She's like, nah. She's like, you got to come see this. She said, there's something seriously wrong. And I go, all right. So I said, Andrew, I said, stay here. I said, I got to go check something out. So, look how majestic he is. Look at my boy. So I go, and she takes me to this PT Cruiser, and I'm like, Sarah, what am I looking at a beat up PT Cruiser for? She's like, look in the back. Now, people were crowding around this PT Cruiser, and I'm like, what the fuck? What's going on, man? So, lady comes up to me, and she's just like, you want a puppy? I'm like, how are you talking about a puppy? No, I don't want a puppy. And she's like, oh, no, look how cute, look how cute. And I looked at Sarah, and I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? This is why you brought me over here? She's like, no, look at the condition of these dogs. And I'm like, all right. So she's like, you want a rowdy puppy? She's like, or you want a really calm puppy? I said, well, let me see the really calm puppy. So she hands me Ridley, but his name was Charlie at the time. And Charlie, or AKA Ridley Roo, I looked at his gums. First thing I looked at, gums. His gums were completely stark white. What's that mean? Dehydration, malnutrition, okay? Covered in fleas. Holy shit, covered in fleas. I mean, this dog could barely keep his head up. I mean, he was so lethargic, it was terrible. So I said, all right. And all these people were just grabbing these puppies, and I said, all right, let's take this one, let's go. So I brought him back to my tent. I said, I gave Andrew some money. I said, Andrew, I said, go inside Hardee's. I said, go get some chicken. You know? So I said, and get a cup of water. I said, I've got, a tote in the back of my truck, because at the time I had a Ford F-150. I had a big ass, or no, I'm sorry. Was it the Ford? No, Sarah had the Ford, I'm sorry. I had the Dodge, a Dodge Ram. So I said, get the tote out of the back, the empty tote out of the back. And I said, and we'll make a bed in there for him for right now. I said, until we close up and we go home. So we're closing up now, because it's like 9 o'clock. We get home. And being as though me and Sean rescue, we always have the cat and dog inoculations, in the fridge. We have everything that we need when we rescue a dog or a cat. Okay, we always have that stuff on hand. So, don't mind my weeds. That's why I'm outside. I'm going to be pulling weeds into Ridley Roo. Oh, heard a squirrel. Hurry up, go get it. So, bring him home, and I throw him in the kitchen sink, and I said, all right, it's time for a bath, son. And he starts screaming. I said, the water's not hot. What the hell's going on? His skin was so weak from the fleas that the skin from his neck down his back literally fell off. Imagine that. Imagine your skin being so weak from flea bites that it actually falls off. Okay? So this is what we were dealing with. So what do? Vet. Emergency vet. Okay. Well, they, give ointment. They can't really stitch it back because the skin is so weak, the stitches are not going to hold. Ridley, what are you doing to your sister? Bad boy. So now, he's too young. He can't have flea and tick treatment, because at this point, I think he was maybe 5 weeks old. You can't give them anything until they're, 8 weeks old? So it's Dawn dish soap, that's it. Tea tree oil, just a few drips in the bath water, and that's it. And then, his name came from, because I used to be in the biker community, there's actually a company that makes motorcycles that are designed specifically for women, and it's called the Ridley, and that's where he got his name from. So we have Ridley, Penelope, and the infamous Little Miss Jouet. What are you doing, goddammit? Hello, pretty girl. Hi, Mommy. It's Penelope Janine. And there's my Ridley Roo. The majestic Ridley. Hi, buddy. But anyway, that's all for this video today. I told you I would give you the backstories on my babies, and I am going to be working. This is what I'm working on right now. This is my project. I'm dismantling my fire pit. This old girl has been at this house. We built this 10 years ago. I am dismantling it, and we're going to be buying one. You know what I mean? Just going to be buying one and putting it on the patio. And I'm going to be using the stones and the pavers and all for my garden. But other than that, that is all. And I will be seeing you guys in the next one. I love you. Stay safe. Wash your hands. Have a great day. And I'll see you later. Bye.